Student, continue to previous video, that is video number second. Now the third video is again for the postulates of Bohr. That is the fifth point. Student, when the electron in an atom are in their lowest energy level, say suppose it is present in first energy level. Are you getting? Called what? It is its lowest energy level. It will always keep revolving in that particular energy level. That is what? That is, it is not allowed to go here and there. You can take the example like that. Student, you are in Maharishi Vidya Mandir number 1 branch. There are 3 floors and 1 ground floor. Chemistry lab in the ground floor, and there is what? 3 floors. Each and every floors are particularized for some particular classes, and you know that from the discipline head you are advised and ordered that you have not to move in any of the floor during the school time. Only lunch time you can use, otherwise you have not to move here and there. Like here, if the 9th class student is provided the first floor, he or she will always remain in the first floor. He should not allow to go in the second floor or in the third floor. Similarly, the third floor student, if allowed, that he or she has to remain there, okay, then he or she will not allow to come in second floor or first floor. This is the disciplinary activity. Similarly here, electron, it belongs to particular energy state, will always remains and always revolve in only that particularly energy state, is not allowed to go here and there. That means what? That means here the electron is not losing its energy. And if electron is not losing its energy, then according to Maxwell, what he told, that due to acceleration, electron will lose its energy. But here the electron is not losing its energy. Electron is always remains in its particular provided energy level, and therefore it leads to the stability of atom. That means the path of electron will not be spiral, but it will remain in its particular energy level. Thus the usefulness is what? It explains the stability of atom. That is, there is no chances of lose of energy or gain of energy. Are you getting? In that sense, the Bohr is able to explain the stability of atom. Are you getting? That was not explained by the Rutherford. Okay. The second one is, energy is emitted or absorbed only when the electron transit from one orbit to other orbit. Now, what is the meaning of this thing? Earlier I told that the energy will not be released or gained by the electron, but student, if the electron is in higher orbit or is in ground state, and suppose we are providing additional, that is external energy to an electron by the electric, by passing electric or by heating. So let this is a particular energy of electron where it lies in ground state. Are you getting? It lies in ground state. Now if extra energy is supplied, then the energy of particular orbit plus energy, that is supplied energy in the form of any mean, will be equal to the energy of higher state. In that sense, now the energy is absorbed, thus electron will not remain in the previous energy level, but will now jump to higher energy level. Are you getting? What, student? You know that in the higher energy level, okay, that is by absorbing the given energy do not remain stable for longer period of time. Therefore now it will emit all those energy which it absorbed, which was given externally, and will come back to its ground state. This is given by the total energy, that is change in the energy of higher state minus the energy of lower state. So that amount of energy will be emitted if it comes from higher to lower, or will absorb if it is jump from lower to or higher orbit. Getting? So this is about the Bohr's model of atom. Now how it is useful? It is useful like it explains the stability of atom. I told you how it is stable. The electron never changing its orbit. It always remains in its provided orbit. Second one, it explains the line spectrum of hydrogen. Okay, line spectrum of hydrogen means what? Line spectrum of hydrogen means let it is nucleus. It is first orbit, second orbit, third orbit and fourth orbit. See, previously electron present in this orbit. Here is the orbit because it belongs to this energy level. So it has a particular energy level. So when external energy is given, suppose the energy is given what? Externally. External energy is given. Then the sum of energy of this state plus absorbed energy will be equal to the higher energy, that is E2 level. Getting? But it does not remain here stable for longer time. Therefore, the energy, that is E2 minus E1 is getting released out, and when this energy is released out, so the wavelength belonging or frequency belonging to this will also emit. Now being the wavelength or frequency is getting emit, when it is obtained in photographic plate, we are getting the different lines. Suppose the electron absorbed energy, the external energy value is very high, and thus electron jumps to this energy level, that is the 7th energy level. Now when it will come back, so how it will come back? It can come back in one jump, or it can come back in successive jump, that is here 7th to 6th, 6th to 5th. So the frequency of this one will be obtained, or the wavelength will be obtained in the photographic plate. If it comes from 6th to 5th, then the particular wavelength will be emitted. If it comes from 5 to 4, then again particular wavelength will be emitted. Now each and every, that is difference between two successive orbits, have a definite value, that is definite frequency or definite wavelength. Therefore the different type of lines will obtain. In this sense, he is able to explain the line spectrum of hydrogen. And next one is, it helps to calculate the energy of electron of hydrogen atom or hydrogen-like particle. We have seen in its previous video, that is the energy of electron is given by the formula -1312 divided by n square kilojoule per mole, or 13.6 upon n square electron volt. Are you getting? Again, it also helpful to deduce the Rydberg formula by the scientist Rydberg. So that's it. This is completed the Bohr's atomic model. Yes.